hungry!
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Görgött. We're back to one of the kind of kitchen basics episodes. We are making a demi-glace. But to make a demi-glace, you first have to make a beef stock. And after the beef stock, you have to make a sauce Espagnole, a Spanish sauce. So we'll do all of those three sauces, which are kind of the natural progression of the beef stock. But we'll start off with the beef stock. And we have all the ingredients here. But before we have a look at them, if you're not subscribing to the channel yet, please do me the favor. Click the subscribe button and check the little bell icon so you get notifications when new content is online. But now let's have a look here. So on this plate here, we have peppercorns. I would say about 15-20 peppercorns. We have 3 bay leaves. We have some thyme twigs. And we have some parsley twigs. And we have 50 grams of tomato puree. Our beef bones, these are bone marrow bones, 2 kilos. We have 1 leek, 3 onions, I think 5 celery sticks, 5 carrots, and 5 cloves of garlic. And that's all we need for the beef stock. Now, when we continue with the evolution of the beef stock and make the Espagnole sauce and the demi-glace, we will need some more ingredients, but I will show you that as we get there. But now we start prepping for the beef stock and start cutting up the vegetables. So we'll put it all into this tray. The garlics we keep whole. We'll just squeeze them, skin on. They go in. Make some space. Just roughly chop everything. Into the tray. Same with the carrots. Let's see if we can do them all at once. All in the tray as well. The leek. We want all of the leek, like the dark green and the whiter part. And last but not least, our onions. We keep the skin on them. And the skin will add a bit of color to our beef stocks. So we have our tray with a mix of our vegetables. Now all we do is put the bones on top. There you go. Now this goes into the oven at around 220. I preheated it already. And we're going to make sure that we brown the bones. You might have to turn them a bit, make sure that they brown all over. And once you have a nice brown, not crust, but a color, nice brown color on the bones, we'll take them out and then I'll show you what we'll do from there. Our bones have been roasting for about 40-45 minutes. We'll take them out and we'll put some tomato puree on them and then back in. So you can see we turned them once, they're nice and brown. I'm not going to get much more color than this because it's bone. Now we just distribute evenly on as many bones as we can make this last for. That's the last one. Now you want to do this to kind of get the sourness out of the tomato puree. It becomes a bit sweeter. So 5 minutes, shouldn't take much more. You have to check it so that it doesn't burn. And this goes back in now. And then when that's done, I'll show you what's next after that. As you can see from here, the heat is not really even in the oven. Now we have to pick up all the bones and put them in your stock pot. Leave the vegetables in. We can put our stock pot to the side now, and I'll show you what we'll do with this. As you can see, our vegetables, they haven't really gotten a lot of color yet because they've been protected by the bones. But as you can see, I hope you can see it, there's a lot of marrow fat that has been rendered down into this. So all you do is mix this up, make sure that the vegetables get into the fat. And now what you want to do is to put this back into the oven, and we want to get a nice color on the vegetables. 15-20 minutes until they have a nice brown color. And I'll see you after that. Our vegetables are ready. Now we put the vegetables on top of the bones. Be careful not to burn yourself. Now, if you would have had kind of stuff left in the pan, which I don't because of all the beef fat, you could deglaze a bit with water, but we don't need that in this case. So we put in our herbs, the parsley, the thyme, the bay leaves, and the peppercorn. And now what's left to do is to fill it up with cold water. You want to fill it just to cover everything. Now that's perfect. Now we put it on the stove. And it's going to take at least 12 hours there, but I'll just show you kind of what level of boiling, well, not even boiling, what level of cooking we want. But we'll move over to the stove and have a look at that. As you can see, our stock has come to a boil. Now it's time to turn it down to a very, very light simmer. We want about 1 or 2 bubbles per second. So here we are. This is pretty much what we're looking for. A very, very slight simmer. It will go down even a little bit more than this. And it's going to be on for at least 18 hours now. So I will see you tomorrow. Different clothes, different time, but the same episode. 18 hours ago, we put that pot on the stove. It's ready. And what we need to do now is remove all the stuff, all the good stuff inside. Now this kind of stock is not about reducing, it's about infusing. And that's why it needs so long, and that's why it's just on a very, very low simmer. So, most of the big pieces out, it's time to strain it. Strain it into here. What sometimes helps with straining is if you have a ladle. Ideally a smaller ladle than this. There we go. Now all that's left of us to do in this step, which is the beef stock, we'll continue with the other 2 steps afterwards, is to cool this down. Let the fat set so we can lift the fat out. So put it outside, let it cool down, put it in the fridge, let the fat settle, become hard, and then we'll continue from there. And now you can see the top here. This is what we need to try to lift off. That's fat. It's good fat though, so keep it, don't throw it away. We're going to need it for later, and you can use it for other things as well. But this will take a minute or 2, so let's cut to when I'm done. So we split fat with the wonderful beef stock that we made. And now it's time to make sauce number 2 in this trilogy of sauces to get to the holy grail of the Demi-Glace. We're making a Sauce Espagnole, the Spanish sauce. I'll put this away, and then we'll have a look at how we make the Sauce Espagnole. So for our Sauce Espagnole, we need 1 liter of the beef stock we just did. And now you have to do some maths in your head. We later need to make the Demi-Glace, it needs to be a 50-50 mix of beef stock and this Sauce Espagnole. And we're reducing this by about half, so we should end up with about half a liter of Sauce Espagnole. So you would need to keep half a liter of beef stock pure beef stock, just so that you know. We have our beef stock. We need some flour to make a roux. On the plate here we have some thyme, about a tablespoon of tomato puree, 2 bay leaves. We have some small kind of sliced leek, the green parts. We have an onion chopped, about a small carrot chopped, and this is 1 celery stick also chopped up. And here we have our kind of nice beef fat that we just skimmed off. We're going to use that as well. I'm not sure I mentioned the flour. Yes, I think I did. This is what we need. The rest happens at the stove. So let's move over there. So we start off with a teaspoon of our fat. And the next thing that goes in are like the harder vegetables, so our onions, our carrots, and our celery. We want to saute these nicely. We just want to kind of release the flavors. And we add in the tomato puree. And we continue frying for a bit to get the acidity out of the tomato puree. Don't worry about it getting stuck a little bit. We will kind of deglaze that when we put the stock back in. Now it's time to add our stock. And together with the stock we add our bay leaf, thyme and leek. And now we want to bring this to a boil. As you can see, it's boiling nicely now, so we turn it down to kind of medium-high heat to reduce it a little bit. And then we'll leave it to boil for about an hour. We want to reduce it to about half, so half a liter left. We now reduce this to about half. We're going to sieve it, and then we're going to make the roux into this pot. So bear with me, and we'll have a look at how we make the roux. So for our roux, we need a tablespoon of the beef fat, and it's melted, so we can stir in our 1 tablespoon of flour. And you want to cook the roux for a little bit. Make sure you don't burn it. And it's quite easy to remember the quantities. It's 50% flour to 50% fat. And you don't have to make it with beef fat if you don't have it. You can make it with butter as well. Now we can slowly add back the stock. The important thing is to whisk the whole time so you don't get any lumps. So that's it. Now we'll bring it to boil again. We have it at a boil, and now we'll turn it down to simmer, and we'll let it simmer for 10 minutes. So that's our finished sauce espagnole, our Spanish sauce. And now we'll continue and make the third sauce, the demi-glace. I'm not going to make a break for a frontal shot for this, because all you need to do is add the same amount of your beef stock, and you add a bouquet garni. It's parsley, thyme and a bay leaf. We bring this for a boil. As you can see, it's coming to a boil now, and we'll turn it down to medium-high. Should reduce about half again. Now you see the foam here. You want to try to skim that off. That has reduced quite nicely. We'll take out the bouquet garni. And we'll add in some port wine. The original recipe calls for sherry, but you can kind of use any fortified wine. Port wine, Madeira, sherry. Now it's time to give it a first try. Remember, we haven't seasoned this at all, not in any step. It obviously needs salt, but flavor-wise it's amazing. So we'll go ahead, add 2 nice pinches to start with. Perfect. We'll just let this reduce a little bit more, and then we can strain it again. But I'll see you at the chopping board where we'll strain it. What a trip this has been. I think in total, well, working time not, but cooking time, it's been 24 hours. Working time, probably just 2 hours. But it's well worth it because this is liquid gold. Now, before we pass this for the last time, and you stuck with me this far, please do me the huge favor, hit that thumbs up below. It really helps me to get noticed by the YouTube algorithm. So do me the favor, thumbs up. Now let's pass this through for the last time. Now this is a step that you don't have to do. It's a bit overkill actually. So why do we do this? To strain out 3 leaves of thyme. But here we are. It's so worth it. It's not hard work, you just have to kind of find the time. I mean, you can do it over the weekend. The 18 hours for the beef stock, it's basically taking care of itself. You just need to make sure that it's on very low heat, 1 bubble per second or something like that. But now let's give this a last taste. Look at this. How it kind of stays on the spoon. I promise you, it's so worth it. If you want kind of a sauce to go with meat, this is the best. And you can do a lot of things with it. You can reduce it even further. You can add a bit of cream to it with some mushrooms or something like that. It's quite versatile. And I mean, what we've seen in this episode are actually 3 different sauces / stocks. The first one, the beef stock, you can use to make a nice consommé and just have it like that. The Sauce Espagnole, the Spanish sauce, you can also use with meat. You can make derivatives like a Bordelais with it, with some shallots and some red wine, a reduction of that, mix in with a Sauce Espagnole, and you have a wonderful sauce to go with meat as well. But this is kind of the holy grail, the Demi-Glace. And yes, do try it if you like your meat. I promise you're not going to regret it. But that's it for this time. As always, if you're not a subscriber yet, please do me the favor, click the subscribe button and check the bell icon to get notifications. That's it. It was a long, 2 days. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.